So I'm here to talk about obviously a new eyeshadow palette that, well, at least it's new to me, and I believe it released about a few months ago, and it's called Swear By It by NYX. And actually it's my first time ever owning any NYX eyeshadows, but I've had other products like concealers, foundations and stuff, but not an eyeshadow. So one day we were just at a mall and there was a NYX store, and I just obviously wanted to go in and play with makeup, and I realized I only have my Naked palette, which you've seen in my other videos, and it's basically just brown tones from there, and I wanted to explore more to more colors. And so when I saw this palette, it was very attractive to me because I could do so many things with it and show more looks for you guys. I'm going to swatch very fast about these colors here. So there's a bunch of mattes, some sheer ones, and glittery type of eyeshadows. Let's get to it. So I'm gonna be doing something a bit different with swatching that I haven't seen really, that I usually look forward to on YouTube or when I look at reviews. So you will have a regular swatch, like a regular, like I'm gonna smudge it on my skin, but I'm gonna also take a small brush and wet that brush and put it on the eyeshadow and have a swatch of that too, because a lot of makeup artists or just any regular person like me, I wet sometimes my eyeshadows to give it more of an intense color. So after that, I will give a day look and transition to nighttime look. So yeah, my son is making a lot of noise. So I'm gonna get right into the product, and I just want to mention that this doesn't have any names on the shades, so they go by numbers. It's all right here, and these are all ingredients. So far I'm not really an expert on ingredients, but as far as I'm concerned, I guess they're pretty trustworthy. So I'm gonna go right ahead and open this, and I just want to mention that we are in France right now, so it's in euros, and this costed about 44.90 euros. So that's kind of pricey for a NYX product. And what was nice though when I got it is I got a free full-sized lip gloss, and with my choice. So that was nice. It's taking me a bit. It's kind of sticky. It's like a sticker with dots on it, but it would just rip off like, and it's stuck to my hands. Trying to do this as quick as possible. And careful, it'll go right onto the back where the information is. So I'm gonna open it. I have been waiting for a whole week. So this one has a little button where you have to press and open it, and it pops right out. It's like I'm a little girl in a toy store. But yeah, it looks a lot nicer in person without the glass or the cover on it. And honestly, just my opinion about the casing for a 44 euro and 90 cents item, it's kind of clanky. There's no mirror. I mean, it's kind of expensive, but you get 40 shades, but I mean, I kind of wish it was a bit less cheap. It's like, for my Filipinos out there, it's kind of like what you can buy in Quiapo. You know, those cheap imitation eyeshadow cases. So this is made in China, so I guess they really just spent their budget on production and just creating the colors, not so much the packaging. I think the packaging, they didn't give it much thought. I feel like it's just one of those stock packaging that, you know, suppliers have, and they just chose this. And I just wish they put a little bit more effort into the packaging if it's going to be that expensive. But let's get to swatching. There are more than half of the matte shades versus the sheer shadows. When I swatched the mattes, they had a bit of a fallout, and the darker mattes were somewhat patchy. The sheer shades were good and definitely can see the shine. The mattes did very well, and the colors came out more intense with the wet brush, but the sheer ones did not do so well. So now I am going to dive in and start on my day look. Okay, so this is my look. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades on my eye. So this would be considered a day look. Before I move forward, I do want to use the free lip gloss that I got. Oh, it's not here. It's in my other bag. Kunin ko lang.
Beauty for men coming soon.
So I got NYX lingerie gloss, and it is in color Spirit. It's kind of a pinkish nude type of color, so it'll be a good color for daytime. Anyway, so as a first-time user of NYX, swear by it. When I would be looking for a color, it's kind of like all over the place. Maybe I'm comparing it too much to a naked palette, because here you could just vary, and it goes from lightest to darkest. As to here, yes, all the lights are here at the top, but everything else, it's like this one's like super bright, this one's pretty dark, this one's lighter than this shade. You know, it's confusing even for me that knows makeup. And oh, my son is crying. Yeah, the blendability of it was pretty well, and yeah, it looks pretty good for a daytime look. Can't say anything wrong about that part. So from this, I just want to transition to a more of a nighttime, darker look, or maybe like for my friends in the Philippines, since I used to be a dancer and I would perform a lot, I will maybe just darken this as to how I would wear it on stage. So I guess that's my preference on wearing a nighttime glam-ish but not too glam type of look. Okay, so that that was my day and night looks. I just went with earth tones with my daytime look and my nighttime. I just wanted to build from my daytime look by just adding this shade, this bronzy type of brown, and adding about a darker color of this one, which I used a while ago as well for the daytime. Overall, I like this. I mean, I feel like I could build and create tons of looks. I just also want to say apologies for my nighttime look. I don't usually put on this much eyeshadow on, and unless I have a performance or if I'm really going out. Maybe one day I'll explore more in this area, but this was pretty much my sweet spot. What I didn't like though about it was the mattes had a lot of fallout. Blendability was pretty good. The dark colors of the matte were a little patchy, but a little bit workable, I guess, but it's quite patchy, so I guess I wouldn't, how do you say this? I won't pack it onto the brush too much, and I would just do it little by little. Yeah, this is a really nice palette. If you are a woman who loves your earth tones and don't really use crazy colors for this, I suggest not getting this. There are so many palettes of NYX that are more for a daily use rather than these colors. I think these are pretty wild. These are pretty workable for the daytime. If you love experimenting, having fun with colors, I think this would be a good palette for you. It's just a bit too expensive. I wish the packaging was not so ordinary. I wish there was a mirror as big as this. I mean, that would have been amazing, you know, like seeing my whole face and see how the shadows look. And the names aren't really that particular with me, and that was pretty much it. That's my only complaint. The price and the mattes fall out, and yeah, so that's it for now, and I hope that this was a good video for you to be informative on how this palette looks swatched and also used with wet brushes. I'd give this 8 out of 10 because it was so expensive, but you know, yeah. Anyway, that's it for now, and thanks for behaving, my son. And yeah, bye.